Hey everyone, it's Misanthropy from spellsofmagic.com, and today we're here to discuss candle magic. Candles are an easy way to work with magic and one I always recommend to new practitioners. It's an easy focal point for you if you have trouble with visualization, and candles have several uses, so it offers you a very versatile platform by which to work magic. You can use them for love, luck, protection, money drawing, friendship, and just about anything in between that you can think of. Candles also tend to be very inexpensive, and they are readily available at most shops, and it's something that if you have it on hand, no one's going to really question why you have it. So if you're practicing in the broom closet, it's an easy way to keep what you're doing concealed. Something else that I want to touch on here, because it seems to be a topic that comes up quite often on the site, is candle color. Candle colors have associations with correspondences to certain aspects. These color qualities can be utilized in spells of a similar nature. For example, if you're working a spell for love, you could use a red candle. If you're doing money drawing, you can use a green candle. Peace and happiness, you could use white or purple, since purple is one that I personally associate with lavender, and lavender is very soothing. So you could do something along those lines. But keep in mind that just because you don't have a certain candle color on hand, it doesn't mean that you can't practice candle magic. The color is meant to further help you align your will and desire with the work of magic at hand. It's just another means by which to help you focus and visualize on your intent. The important thing is that the tools serve to fit the intended purpose or goal that you have for the spell. Now, in the link down below, there is an article on candle magic colors and different candle spells that go along with this video if you want to give those a try. The next thing we're going to talk about here is candle wax and divination. You can actually read the way the candle wax melts, the shapes it takes to determine future events, and they're like how you would read the imagery on tarot cards. You can also drop melted candle wax into cold water, and then the shape that takes can be used to determine future events. There is also a link in the description below that will allow you to look over some of the imagery and things like that to get a better idea of what each image means. The next thing here that we'll discuss is candle flames and fueling intent and releasing desire. Fire is often seen as an element of change and transformation. The flame burns and turns itself into a new form, be it ash, be it smoke, whatever the case might be. And for this reason, it's used in a lot of magical rites to bring about change. The flame of a candle can be used in the same way, and it can be used to symbolically burn parchments with spells or prayers written on them, as a means to send them out into the universe and bring about your will into manifestation. The act of burning the parchment or the candle upon which your prayer or intent is written symbolically releases it into the universe, and then it allows that to travel and manifest. Another common method to use candle magic is to actually carve or etch your intent or desire into the candle itself, and then when that section of the candle burns with your intent written on it, it releases it into the universe. The candle is burned, and as it melts, the words are burned away and melted, and thereby releases your intent. Taper candles tend to be easier to use for this, especially when you're etching or carving your intent into them, just because you have more surface area to work with, and it's not quite as difficult when working with, say, a tea light or a votive. The example I have here, this is actually an emergency candle. You can get 6 of these in a pack for $1. And it's nice because you get a good bit of them in a pack, and they have multiple uses. But with something like this, what you would do is just etch, say, your desire or a phrase associated with it on the candle. So if you're doing it for love, you could write, I wish to find love, or I will find love, or love come to me. And then you would roll the candle between your hands and focus on that intent, that desire, and use that to charge your candle. And then once you were done, you could even anoint it with oil associated with your intent. If we're doing something for love or friendship, you could use rose or cinnamon oil. And just be careful not to get it on the wick, because if the wick gets wet, it's not going to burn correctly. And then what you would do is just burn your candle down and allow it to burn out. Just keep an eye on it as it burns, because it can actually cause a fire or shatter glass in the container that it's in if it's not kept an eye on properly. And I think that's where we will stop this video today. This will be part 1 of candle magic. Part 2, we will actually go over some candle spells that you can do, some simple candle spells. And I will provide links for those in the description for the next video as well.